Chamber Talk Radio. Solid news, solid advice, and solid solutions for chambers of commerce throughout the United States. Chamber Talk Radio is working with professionals and consultants from coast to coast to bring you valuable information and a unique perspective on how you can successfully build and manage your chamber. If you would like to become part of the Chamber Talk Radio Club, please visit www.chambertalkradio.com and click the Join the Club button right at the top. This broadcast is brought to you by the chamber industry, our hosts, and our show sponsors. Now, let's get started.
All right, welcome to Chamber Talk Radio. Chamber Talk Radio is brought to you by Chamber Nation and MembershipSalesSystem.com. My name is Sam Azzam, and I will be your host for today's show. Just about every chamber sends out a newsletter or some type of communication on a regular basis. Today, we will take a look at some ways to get more out of your communications. Our guest for today's show is Debbie Miller, president of the Woodland Park Chamber of Commerce in Colorado. And she is here to tell us about a very effective program that they have had in place for some time now at the Chamber there, and it's called the Grapevine. So welcome, Debbie, to Chamber Talk Radio. And let's just start with asking you to tell us about this unique way of communicating to your members and the community in Woodland Park.
Well, thanks, Sam. We appreciate you having me so much to talk to you all about our Chamber Grapevine. You know, over the years, it's been 20 years I've been in the business. We've seen a lot of ways to communicate with your members change. Many of us years ago had a printed newsletter where members could insert a flyer and that type of thing. And as the way media has evolved and the way that you talk with your members or communicate with your members has evolved, we created something called the Chamber Grapevine. It's a weekly email that is sent out to our members, and not only do our members receive it, but our local community receives it, as well as anyone who's come through the visitor center can sign up for this as well. But the Grapevine is somewhat different in the fact that it's not something that is created by the Chamber staff. The Chamber Grapevine is actually created by the members. They notify us. They have until Thursday morning at 9 o'clock to send us whatever little blurb they would like to see in there. We have some rules that we do adhere to. We will take any kind of JPEG or PNG photo. We're finding that any kind of visual is really good to put in this. You're limited to 300 words or less, and what we'll do is link to any kind of PDF. So in essence, when this newsletter, which we send out on Friday mornings at 8 o'clock, when it comes into your inbox, whether you pick it up on your mobile phone, whether you pick it up on your iPad or tablet, or whether you pick it up on your desktop, it is formatted so that it's very mobile friendly, but it's formatted so it's very user-friendly. They can look very quickly over at the table of contents on the left. They can scroll through that and then click on a certain article they may want to read. And there's lots of links that will take them to different members' businesses. So it's actually, as we said, it's put together by the members. We just do kind of the infrastructure here, plugging it in to a newsletter form, but it's all the information that they send to us. We don't take anything that's of a personal nature, but outside of that, we'll take, if someone's looking to do a fundraiser or something like that, we'll put that in the Grapevine as well. One of the really cool things about this, at least for us, is that over the years, our members come to depend on this. It goes out at 8 o'clock on Friday morning. They expect it to be out at 8 o'clock on Friday morning. And what's really cool is that we have a 49% open rate. That means someone actually clicked on it and opened it, didn't just see it come in their inbox and kind of scroll through it. Our click-through rates for things we have in there are extremely high as well. We won an award last year through the Greater Woodland Park, not Greater Woodland Park. We actually, it was the state association, the Colorado Chamber of Commerce Executives gave us a media award for this product. And it's just probably the number one thing our members will tell you that we love about it. They sell products. They have people come attend their events. The nonprofits raise money through our Grapevine. We've got a hot tub member who has sold 2 hot tubs, not to fellow members, but to people who live here in Woodland Park who get our Grapevine. So, Sam, we think this is like the number one thing we do to promote and get information out to the membership about what's going on with the businesses here locally.
Hey, Debbie, a question for you. Do you guys still do other communications on top of the Grapevine? I mean, meaning that do you have some other chamber communications or only the Grapevine?
We do others if it's dedicated to a chamber event. So, for instance, we have a membership breakfast coming up this week, and they get dedicated emails about those types of things. But what we don't do is we do not forward an email from a member that has something going on that's very special. They put it in the Grapevine. That way, we're very limited in the amount of emails our members get. Thus, we think that has something to do with the open rate as well. They know it's pertinent when they get it, and they know that they're not being bombarded with us from other member stuff that we're sending them.
So basically, they get everything in one spot rather than getting 4 or 5 different communications throughout the week from different members.
Absolutely. And we've fine-tuned it over the year. Again, we have some rules. We have those posted on our website as well, what the rules are. We post the Grapevine on the website. We have 4 weeks of Grapevine that are on there so people can go back. Sometimes people will put information in 2 to 3 weeks out, and so they can go back and look at that. We have for instance, we've got different members who are Hothead Salon here. That's the name of the salon. Each week they do a new special, so they put that in there. They're all over the board with what they put in there. Informational from financial counselor, information will go on. It's time right now for those on Medicare. They have to choose their different providers. We have people who help them with that. They've got that information in there. So it's all over the board, the information the members are getting out there. But we only hear positives about this form of contact to the members.
And one more question, Deb. Is it only open to members as far as inputting information, so you would have to be a member of the chamber in order to do that?
Absolutely. That's one of the best member benefits they get. We reach more people than anyone else in this region can reach.
So you've probably had some folks that have actually joined the chamber to participate in that program.
Absolutely. And again, they find that the value for them in our membership through this particular program is well worth their cost of joining the chamber. It's one of those tangibles. So much of what we do in chamber work is intangible, but this is a tangible. People can go back. One of the cool things that we can do as well is we can track who opens these, and we know who's seeing them, who's opening them, that types of things. We can track the click-throughs as well. So when it goes back to renewal time, we have some statistics we can go back and share with our members as well.
All right. Sounds like a pretty nice program you have there. Hey, Debbie, if someone was interested in learning a little more about this Grapevine program, is there a way that they might contact you? Or
Sure. They can reach me by calling me at 719-687-9885, or certainly through email at debmiller, that's all one word, at gwpcc.biz.
All right. Well, that sounds like a really great program, and I want to thank you, Debbie, for spending some time with us and sharing that. And be sure to keep tuned in and catch next week's Chamber Talk Radio program. Until then, have a great day and Kevin's tip of the week is coming up next. Thank you.
Thanks, Sam.
Okay, this is Kevin Dwyer with Kevin Dwyer and Associates, and this is the tip of the week. Reach out and touch your large corporate members. Every community has them. A large company that is either based in your community or is a national company with a significant presence. Oftentimes, these firms, be they office, retail, research, or manufacturing, don't join local chambers. Or if they do, they have a minimum investment and little, if any, involvement. Some argue that none of their business is done locally, so why should they care? Truth be told, if you look around your community, region, and state, there are lots of reasons why these big players should care. Issues like parking, affordable housing, employee recruitment, taxes, and the like affect these companies on a daily basis. Getting their attention, though, isn't always easy. One way to do so is to make some of their key issues of the day the issues of the chamber and its governmental affairs and advocacy programs. Even a small community chamber can have success in this arena simply by asking their large companies what help they can provide. You'll be surprised by the positive feedback you'll receive. If possible, start with a less controversial issue so both parties can feel each other out. This will ensure some guarantee of success. If all goes according to plan, a trust and bond will form between the chamber and the large company, and other issues will eventually boil to the top. By making this effort, the chamber will not only have gained the respect of a larger member, but raise its profile and credibility in the community and at the state level. Don't be afraid to reach out and touch your big dog members. You'll be rewarded with a loyal member for doing so.
Thank you for listening to Chamber Talk Radio. Be sure to visit our sponsors, who are Kevin Dwyer and Associates at www.kdwyerassociates.com and the Membership Sales System at www.membershipsalessystem.com. Thanks for clicking in.